everybody. I hope you're having a good morning, and for that matter, a great day. As you can see, we're back for some more Vampire Survivors. This game has got some pretty big updates recently. I mean, less so recently, more just in the past couple of weeks. There's been one new main character and several other characters that are also pretty, decent. So there's a bunch of secret characters, one new main character that I still have yet to unlock. The main character is unlocked through obtaining every item in the collection. So I guess my main goal is to probably just get all those items just so I can have the newest character, which means I need 2 items apparently. I'm missing this one, and then I'm missing that one, which that one's pretty obvious what that is. I don't exactly know what this one after the Kinder Egg is, but I'm sure I can figure that one out. But more or less, that's probably going to be my goal. And if I can unlock another secret character on top of that, that would also be pretty nice. But that is my primarily main goal. Oh, defeat an enemy in a single run. Okay, it's Queen Sigma. Complete the collection to unlock Queen Sigma. This is the newest character, and who I think I'm probably going to focus on unlocking. The new character, or the new Arcana, is the Divine Bloodline. Pretty cool, pretty cool. But yeah, no, that's more or less what the plan for today is. If you guys end up enjoying today's video, you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. But yeah, let's get into the video. Okay, so I wonder what necessarily we have to do to unlock the new character. I have one item left in collection that I have to collect, which in my knowledge, I'm pretty sure that this is the merchant secret character, because he's the only character I'm pretty sure that adds a unique item that I have not unlocked. So I probably have to unlock the merchant. In doing so, I have to complete whatever the secret request for him is, which out of all of the requests that I have left, which I only have 4, surprisingly, I've been doing a pretty good job about unlocking some of these secret characters. The one that probably suits him the most, I would have to say, is probably that one. Run away from the moonlight glow with all 16 accessories mastered. So what that is telling me is that I need to, 1, get all 16 accessories, which to my knowledge you can only hold a total of 12 accessories in the game. So that might mean that I have to collect certain accessories, level them up fully, and then dispose of them. And that's probably honestly going to be easier if I pick a character who has a certain weapon lock so I can't use many weapons. That's my guess. And out of all of these, I'm pretty sure that that's his thing, because the merchant, if you don't know, was originally obtained by going to the Moonlight Glow, because it was the first location the merchant appeared at. So it would be very fitting that the Moonlight Glow secret character would totally be the merchant. Other than that, to unlock the other item I need for the collection, I need to play Saru Kaleriki, and reach level 99, which those two kind of go hand in hand. So which character is Saru? Saru Kaleriki. Okay, so I have to play the nun character. If you guys don't know, this was one of my favorite characters at the very start of the game, so I'm perfectly cool with that. I have to reach level 99. I'm probably going to alter the weapon cap just so it's a tiny bit nicer to try to get it. I think about 3 weapons is good. I'm not going to do limit break, because limit break probably will make it a lot harder unintentionally. But yeah, no, I'm just going to do Arcana just Arcana on the Moonlight Glow, super long, try to level up a ton and see how that goes. Okay, so I actually ended up lowering the the bar even lower. Wow, I almost have every Arcana unlocked in the game, huh? Wow, that's kind of weird. I'm gonna go for the Tragic Princess because I'm doing Sir. Tragic Princess, just having Labrora have a reduced cooldown is such a big deal for this run. And then right away, I want to focus on grabbing as many of these as possible. They actually changed it. I don't know if it's specifically for this map or certain other elements of other maps, or if I just wasn't paying attention, but you can actually hold up to 3 rows. I thought it was 2, it's 3. Didn't know that? Know that now? Kind of cool. I'm gonna pick up Lernal. I'm not actually gonna worry about upgrading Lernal because not very important. Don't know if you guys know, it really doesn't matter. Upgrading Lernal is good. It makes a good item in the Crimson Cloak, one of the best items in the game in my opinion, because it makes you essentially unkillable if you have the right item combination. But it also just is kind of good in general. Okay. Oh yeah, no, I was like, wait a moment, did that one overpass? No, it's because I'd previously picked up an empty tome and I didn't even realize. Okay, so I thought there were only 2 rows. I don't know why I had this misconception. I now know that there's actually a total of, 3. And the rows are pretty decent, I'd say. I have about 15 minutes, roughly, to try to level up all of these items. 100%. Which is kind of hard. And I also want to guarantee that I have, I'm level 99 at that point. That's also kind of hard. Because getting to that level in 15 minutes is just in general kind of hard to do. Which is understandable. I mean, 15 minutes is very short for one of these runs. And I might just have to do a quick, a quick little additional run afterward just to make sure that I get it. I'm pretty sure I've gotten all of the items here on the map. I'm just gonna talk to the merchant just so they go away because it makes it easier to see. Yeah, I have every item. This is what every standard passive item looks like. It's kind of cool having 16 different items. Pretty cool overall. I want to focus on leveling up Crown because that's just going to be necessary. And I also want to focus on leveling up Santa Water so I can eventually get Labrora. Labrora is going to single-handedly carry this run. I don't need Limit Break. I don't need this. I don't need that. Labrora is just such an insanely strong item that I honestly think I can solo the game with it. It's just that strong. I honestly don't think I need most items at all. The only reason I bring Laurel is just because it's kind of nice to, dodge a hit every once in a while. Even if it is either because I'm lazy or because the enemy just, hit me out of random luck or something. It doesn't make me take that much damage, and this character has such a high regen rate that it honestly makes it so easy to just continue on and essentially makes me way more tanky just for taking a single item that only has 7 levels, which doesn't honestly take that much away from all of the numerous passive items I have. But honestly, I don't know if they added it to be the fact that it is now you can hold up to 3 rows, 18 total passive items. Before, I remember that it would overlap itself at the 12th item. I didn't know if it was like they changed it or something. I don't know if they just, you know, it's only on this map so you can get this specific achievement and that's the only point to it. It would make sense if that was the case, but I have no idea. I mean, it's kind of hard to know. But overall, yeah, I'd say it's a nice change. Just, even if it's just for this map, the fact that I don't have to overlap all of the upgrades is just a really nice factor, because I didn't want to. It was honestly going to be a big pain to like decide which ones I want to keep and which ones I don't. And obviously you have to grab crown at a certain point just so you guarantee that you'll have crown at all points in time, because crown's just one of the stronger items here, because I need to get a lot of levels and the best way to do that is with crown. And curse, of course. I didn't want to give up Skull-O-Matic or a tractor, because a tractor late game, you're gonna see how big it can get, and it's pretty good. A big attractor makes the game so much easier. It's just so good. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. But overall, yeah, like, I honestly think that Labora and Santa Water are some of the stronger items in the game. The fact that it can do this, just make an absolute death zone that if any enemy even walks into, it's just game over for them, is just absolutely insane. Sure, Labora is a bit more useful because it, like, comes toward you, making, like, a budget garlic. I say that, but it honestly works a little bit better than garlic sometimes, so I don't mean to insult garlic. I love that item, but sometimes Labora just has garlic beat. Like, why would you run garlic if you have Labora? I just don't really think of Labora as one of those items that provides a strictly, you know, just a death zone around you to sort of prevent enemies from attacking you. But when you have this reduced cooldown effect on it from the Tragic Princess, it is absolutely just insane. The DPS is good. It's some of the best in the game. It's just in general one of my more favorite items. I think Labora is a tad bit underrated, even though it's already, I'm pretty sure, one of some people's favorite items. I honestly think it's that good. But I honestly think this game sort of rates on the rule of cool a little bit more than trying to make a clear defining meta. If an item's underperforming, they'll increase it. But if an item is just subtly overperforming every other item, like Labora does, I don't think they're the type to change that. That's my impression, at least. I don't think the devs really care. They just want people to have a fun experience, which is sometimes with these single player games, honestly, it doesn't make a big deal. If Labora itself is just that strong of an item, that's okay. Just give people the ability to do a solo Labora run, which honestly I probably could have done just to save me even more XP. But I also just want to get a bunch of levels in general, so having something to funnel my levels into is just nice. Even if it is just Learnal, which isn't necessarily the biggest deal, it's still nice. Attractor, one of my favorite passive items because I'm lazy and I don't like actually walking over and picking up the little stupid experience orbs. With Game Killer at the end, it's just absurd. Like, if you hit a high level and you just get Game Killer with the Attract Orb, it's pretty nice. It's like the Attract Orb Pentagram combo. If you don't know, if you get Attract Orb and Pentagram will pull in all the experience orbs and just absolutely annihilate everything on screen, which is just mwah, absolutely wonderful. I don't know if projectile speed affects how fast the bottle goes from the air to the ground. If it does, then it's pretty good. If it doesn't, I mean, okay, like, I don't think it affects it. It affects Labrora. It affects how fast it goes on top of you. For better or worse. You know, you lose out on a slightly larger area for a slightly increased DPS in a centralized location, which sometimes is pretty good. And sometimes pretty meh. Not insane, but not absolutely the best thing. Not like the wonderful combo. Overall, I am really just concerned about getting enough XP. I want to up as much curse as I can. I want to definitely max out how much curse I have, how much XP I'm gaining, how much XP orbs I'm actually picking up, because I don't know if red gems... I don't think red gems necessarily make items worse by any means, but... or like experience orbs worse. Like if you miss a bunch of experience orbs and then pick up a red gem to get them all, I don't think that's like less experience than if you just picked them up all naturally. I don't actually know. I feel like that's a very specific calculation that I could probably find that someone has done, but I definitely want to focus on just picking them up as soon as possible because it's just nice to have all of them. And apparently I picked up a cross. I didn't even notice the cross pickup. But yeah, I want to max out my curse. I want to max out my DPS. I want to max out my experience gain and my pickup. What's my crown at? Oh, my crown is already maxed out. I was like wondering about that. Like, is my crown maxed out yet? Yes. And my curse is pretty much maxed out. Yeah, my curse is maxed out. I'm not really concerned about dying to anything on this map. Most of the enemies aren't that high DPS, and even the ones that are kind of slow. I mean, you can very easily get surrounded by, like, snakes, for example, but even then, not really concerned about being surrounded by snakes. It's just, it happens, it happens. Having the increased movement speed's kind of fun, because I get to just run laps around enemies. Overall, the more defensive items at this point in time, I don't think is my top priority. I mean, they're definitely good late game where enemies deal a little bit more damage and I need to be a bit more conservative with my health and need to make sure I'm not gonna die or anything. But right now, the biggest goal is trying my best to just kill as many enemies as I possibly can. Because if I do, then even more experience, right? Like, if I can max out that experience gain, ooh, I might be able to hit level 90 in 15 minutes. I highly doubt it. You know, I honestly do. I don't think I'll be able to get the experience one, but honestly, it's kind of hard to tell whether or not you're gonna get the experience one or not. On most maps, I would argue that it's kind of hard to tell until the very last moment where you're like, okay, I have enough experience, I don't have to worry. And if I end up getting the option of the wonderful ability to get Wicked Seasons. Wicked Seasons is really good for what I'm trying to do. It gradually increases your curse, your gold gaining, which is less important, your it increases your XP gain, and I think it increases something else. I can't remember what that other thing is, but cooldowns, I think. All in all, pretty good. It's just not nearly as, good as if I were to just be able to have more enemies on screen. But just having the option of gaining more growth and more curse is really important for this run, because I don't know if I'm gonna have enough XP to do what I want. I'm sure that there's some way that you could, I could turn on hurried mode or whatever. I'm not optimizing as well as I could have, I'm sure. But honestly, I'm not really... I don't know if most people know this by now, but I don't play Vampire Survivors that seriously because this game's not that hard. Like, it honestly isn't that hard. I as someone who has done a lot of the hardest things to do, yeah, no, I wouldn't rate it that hard. Once you get like past the gold grinding stage in the early game, you're good. You're fine. You don't need any like majorly broken strategies to win most of the time. I know that people just like the broken runs, but like in my opinion, it's not that important. Okay, can I get Wicked Seasons? That's the main one that I'm looking for. There it is. Wicked Seasons. Increases your growth, curse, cooldown, and gold gaining. As you can see, there's a small timer that appears at the bottom of my character. That tells me how long I have for growth, how much I have. Oh, luck, not cooldowns. Luck. Is luck that important? Not really, in my opinion. It's like probably the weakest out of this. I also don't really need the gold gaining as much, but like it's always a nice thing to have. You can't go wrong with a little extra gold. But the increased curse is definitely where, you know, what I want, because more enemies, more experience. Simple math equation. More enemy equal more experience. Definitely always go big money. I don't think I'm gonna really struggle here. At least not health-wise. It's also fun to play with Limit Break and just go, yeah, I would like, every time I level up, I'd like it to give me something random or something like that. It's always fun for that, but in this case, it would be like, oh wait, I wish you could also just set it to say, if this, like, I wish I could set priorities, right? Like, if this item appears, always level this one up, not always random. But, you know, it's kind of hard to program that, so I don't blame them. I mean, I'm doing really good on the experience. I do have all the accessories maxed out, so I probably already unlocked the secret character, the merchant, on this map, because I have all 16 base kit items leveled up. I do also have to escape, which means make it to 15 minutes, because at 15 minutes, this thing ends, which is, once again, pretty early on, in my opinion. I think a 15-minute one of these is always a little too quick, in my opinion. 15 minutes is just not where it's at, but I definitely came in with a bit more of a plan of what I was going to do level-wise. If I even got another Arcana, what would I want? I don't think I will, just based on how much time is left and how many chests are probably left. I'm probably not going to get another Arcana. Just my thoughts on the matter, but I'm definitely trying to focus on getting as much growth as humanly possible so I can just max out this experience gain, which right now I'm doing pretty good at. A solid 80 something experience, almost in the 90s now. I only have about a minute left, which is fine, you know. Minute's not the end of the world. It's when the Red Reapers show up is when I really get concerned, because when Red Reapers show up, that's truly when it's all over. It might also just be when I kill those dudes who are currently following me is when the Red Reaper shows up. But I don't exactly know. I just remember killing them in a past run and the Red Reaper showing up afterward. So it might just be correlation, not causation. You know, everyone's fun and favorite thing, you know, to know that not all things correlate. But overall, yeah, the growth is definitely doing really well on this run. Solid 97. I think I'm gonna hit the amount that I wanted. Want to pick up those golden eggs, of course, because... there it is. The Red Reaper. I did hit level 99. For your information. And that's really important because 99's where, you know... where I get exactly what they wanted me to get, so... I hit 99, and I got every level on every single one of the... passive items. With only Labrora. Wow. That honestly wasn't that hard. Did I get the secret character? I don't really know. Am I supposed to do something specific? I definitely got the thing important. So, run away from the Moonlight Gao with all accessories mastered. Does that mean what I think it means? I didn't get it, so I'm gonna have to like pay a little bit more attention and see if I can get it real quick. But like, there's the Arcana. What's the Arcana again? Divine Bloodline. Armor also affects listed weapons damage and reflects enemy damage. Ooh! Characters gain bonus damage when depleting health. Defeating an enemy revitalizes the damage and gives maximum HP. Ooh, that's actually pretty strong. Especially if you're going for like a cape run. That could be really good. But yeah, no, I really need this one last item and then I unlock the newest character. So I'm going to quickly look into that. I just figured out, I just barely figured out how I messed up, guys. So, you have to quit out of the stage because you technically can't end the stage by dying. Because Tiramisu loses charges every time you die. Well then, I'm going to quickly do a run real quick. Just try to level every item up again. You guys won't see this, but I'll come back to the very end when I have it unlocked, when I quit out of the stage, because you have to quit out. I wish it told you somewhere on the description on the secret, but it really doesn't. It's just like, you know, escape. But you really have to run away, which is fair. But I'm going to quickly run away from the Moonlight Glow with all the items maxed out, and I'll be right back. Well then, as you can see, I did another run. It was actually pretty successful. This one took me only 11 minutes to do, which wasn't that bad, honestly. 11 minutes to level up, 60 times, not that bad. As you can see, I have all of them fully maxed out, and now I'm gonna quit out. You hear that sound? You know what that means. Get over here. There he is. Big Trouser. 21,000 gold. I guess I need to go grind up gold. But once I do, I have Big Trouser, which is the final character with the final item that I need for my collection. Okay, I just refunded my items. I just took some of my banishes away just so I can buy the character because I don't want to go through grinding more gold out. I'll do that later. I'll level it up once more. I'm honestly just 4,000 gold short. It's not the end of the world. Big Trouser gains 1% greed for every level. Gold Feeder lasts longer, which this character synergizes very well with one of the Arcana. I'm pretty sure you know which one, but I'm just gonna go to one of the maps. Ooh, weapon selection? Oh, that's what the candy box does. It allows you to select one of the weapons from the entire game out of every weapon, or I guess in this case, every weapon shown, because I can't seem to scroll down. I don't know if there's any more that I can even scroll down to. Grab beginning. But yeah, now, also if you're curious, I'm gonna quit out. I didn't want to actually do a run, but there it is. I've unlocked Queen Sigma. Unlocked by completing the collection 100%. I will probably do a run of Queen Sigma later. But yeah, she's 0 gold. She owns everything. Queen Sigma. Let's go to like one of the cool maps. Interesting. This weapon has an evolve. Interesting. She just kills everything she's near. I'm not gonna... Wait. Don't tell me. Don't, I didn't want it. Is that really her gimmick? I have to stick around. Is that really her gimmick? Yes. Okay. After every level, she gains one entire... Wow. After every level, she gains an Arcana. That seems a little strong. I'm gonna be the first one to say it. She seems a little, busted. A little more than everyone else. But, yeah, no. I doubt she has an alternative skin, yeah, no. But I wanted to call it here. I know I actually surprisingly did it in a relatively decent time. I will be doing a Queen Sigma run, like, tomorrow, or more accurately later today. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I'm calling it here. I'll see you guys later. Love you guys, and good